Hi, this is Randy Schooneman from Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is August 2nd, 2017, and we are looking at a sewer that runs between South Perry and, let's see here, let me get on the right page, and South Hogan Street in Spokane, Washington. We're going to be doing a video inspection on a line at 4220 South Hogan. I'm out here with Zach Rose and Levi Kathman. We're out here, literally this line is 100 feet long, and we're going to start pulling back and see what we have for condition of this line. We are in 4-inch ceramic tile right now, it looks like. Right here we can see a little break in the line. We had a horrible sludge backup that we were finally able to clear. Let's see. Yeah, you can see some cracks on that hub where it drops into the sewer. Bottom of the pipe, of course, is where the water's at in the lower left-hand corner. But you can see the break in the pipe there. It's just a crack at a hub that you want to continue to keep an eye on. We're still, in spite of no water running down here, we're holding a bit of water and it's running down the line. The wisps that you see are methane gas coming from the sewer. Right here we have another hub, mild separation, but it stair steps downwards, as you can tell by the water, so it's not a real critical thing. Nice normal looking hub there. You can see a few cracks. It looks like right here at this hub, there's one right there at the very bottom of the screen that kind of spirals around it. A little bit of debris in the line there. But overall, we've got the line very, very clean. Got a bend here that we're going to pull through. Looks like some cracks at this hub as well. Continuing to pull back. We've just passed the 90-foot mark and we're coming up on 80 feet. Rest of the line here looks pretty good. We've got a few areas where it looks like the water does not drain really super well. It looks like it's graded but very slight. Here's another hub that's slightly offset. Continuing to pull back, we just passed the 80-foot mark and we're pulling back through the clean out in the basement. Here is a remnant root. Oddly enough, for cabling this thing about 5 times, we pulled back no roots whatsoever. You can see from the pressures that we had to generate, we flaked a little bit of clay off of the pipe, but not real bad. We were running about 3,000 psi because lower pressures were not able to get that sludge to release. Continuing to pull back, we just passed the 70-foot mark. Bottom of the pipe is staying pretty consistent here in the lower left-hand corner. Here's another little area of standing water where the grade is pretty slow, or pretty slowly sloped. Here's another one. My camera lens is about 1.5 inches in diameter, and typically you wouldn't have any of this water. We haven't had any water going through these lines in quite a little bit here, but there's still some water flowing out, so it doesn't have super good grade. Got another hub there. We just are at 60 feet. Continuing to pull back. This is one that's a little bit of a concern. Right here, in fact, I think this is where we were tied up repeatedly earlier today. Right here, my camera lens goes underwater, and unfortunately, because it's obscured, we can't really tell what's going on up above, but I don't see any seams in this. There's one there. So we've got a little bit of a belly right there, not a big one. But again, with the grade not being tremendous, it could potentially give you guys problems in the future. Continuing to pull back. We just passed the 60-foot mark. Coming back to the house. There we go. Have 50 feet right here. A little bit of gravel and debris in the bottom of the line. That shouldn't give you any problems. Nice normal looking hub there. I'm not seeing any more breaks in this pipe. You can see some of the pitting on the walls. When this was manufactured, they may not have heated it up as high as it should have been and vitrified the clay. Bottom of the pipe you can see is moved to the lower right hand corner of the pipe. That'll move around quite a bit, and I'll try and make you aware of that as we're pulling back. We also had a blow bag in here for about a half an hour, trying to use some low-tech, less expensive methods to clear the line, and that was very fruitless. Just past the 40-foot mark, working back to the clean out in the mechanical room. A little more standing water here. Again, it's just a real slight grade on this line. It's moving water, but it's definitely, and right here we've got about an inch of standing water at this hub right here. Fairly flat. There, we're out of it. Continuing to pull back. That's the 30-foot mark right here. That seam looks good. Another good looking joint. Right here we've got a little bit of a separation and a break. You can see that the break is at the top of the pipe. We've got some dirt and debris here and quite a little offset. And the offset is towards the bottom, so this is an area that can hold debris for you big time. Little offset there, but it's at the top of the pipe, so it's stair-stepping down. Right here we have some more cracking in the pipe. That is a rock, it looks like. We'll see. I'm kind of curious to see what we have further upstream. That could be from that little separation. Right here, this is at 20 feet, so we could be an iron pipe under the house right now. I believe we are. We tried to jet some of this out, but we were fairly close to the clean out and got quite a bit of blast coming back. We had to feed this area out pretty hard and fast to keep from getting water back in the house. In the mechanical room, here's 10 feet. Bottom of the pipe is now in the upper right hand corner. Of course, you can see about a little remnant water standing there. And bottom of the pipe is always where the light is at, because that's where the camera lens is sitting. We're getting pretty close to the clean out right now. This is all normal looking iron pipe. Really normal to see a lot of rust in it. And right here we're coming up the clean out. And this is where we've been working. You get your little perspective here. Again, my name's Randy Schoeneman. I'm out here with Zach Rose and Levi Karthman. Again, it's August 2nd, 2017. And that'll conclude the video inspection for 4202 South Hogan Street, in Spokane, Washington.
4220.
4220 South Hogan Street, Spokane, Washington. Thanks for choosing Bulldog Rooter.